Hi, this is Denise Matthew. I hope you're doing well. I wanted to come in today and just talk about some synchronicities of the human design transits. I spend a lot of time writing about transits on my community page, and I'm always looking at where the planets are moving and how they're connecting with different gates and how the gates are potentially going to affect the world. But a lot of times I don't actually look at how they're going to affect my life and even the lives of my family until something shows up in my trajectory. So I thought that every once in a while I would pop in and talk about the synchronicities, or basically just talk about some human design subjects that are interesting for me, just different ways of looking at things, or something that I've learned lately that maybe you'll be interested in. It's just an impromptu type of thing where I just want to connect with you guys and get your input. If there's some subjects you guys want me to discuss in the future, I would love to do that. The whole point of it is to bring more of a lived life experience and tell you what's happening in my life sometimes, so that maybe it can help you to see if there are synchronicities that are happening in your life that are connected to the transits as well. And the one that I have to talk about, which is what I thought was pretty interesting, was I would call it Venus in the Gate 37 and TikTok baked spaghetti. Now, I've seen this TikTok baked spaghetti. I oftentimes will look at these TikTok recipes and they kind of look interesting. So a lot of times I'll just try them out because that's what I like to do. I have an open identity, so I like to try a lot of different things. So ultimately, I sort of looked at this recipe and I kept it in my files, you could say, to make it when I wanted to. And so yesterday, Venus went into the gate 37. Now I have Venus and also Mercury in a hanging gate 40. So gate 37 hooks right into my gate 40, and it brings the full 3740 channel, which is really about community, food, and eating. And the 37 brings in the mouth perspective, you could say, where you want to get different flavors and comfort foods and those types of things. So I didn't even think about any of this. It wasn't like, oh, this is what the transits are saying, so this is what I'm going to do. But I wanted to make this spaghetti, which is very rich. I mean, it's got Alfredo sauce and meat sauce and like the whole thing. So I baked this whole spaghetti. It's got a lot of cheese, and it's not something that we normally would eat in the house. So this was like a comfort food that I was really happy to make. And so I made it for my family. It was an experience where it all happened, but I felt very inspired, and I still feel inspired because we're still having the transit of Venus through the gate 37. What it does really tell me is that we are being influenced. They're kind of stepping into our lives, and we don't even know it until we kind of figure it out. And a lot of times I don't look at the transits for myself. I'll be looking at for the world and those types of things. And something like this is really fun to kind of connect with, talk about, and hear from other people, because I know that I oftentimes will hear people say, oh, well, this is the synchronicity, this gate is transiting this part of my chart and it's connecting with this. And we could say that as much as we have the gate 37 being transited by the planets, we can also have a relationship that suddenly you feel like you want to cook more, or you want to have more comfort food, or food suddenly becomes important to you. And even sharing meals with that new person in your life, or that new relationship, or even the new friend. So it's a cool synchronicity that you might recognize after you've been in a relationship or a friendship with somebody for a while, and suddenly you see that that's a theme that is playing in your life. And this can happen with a tremendous amount of transits. And as we go on, I'll definitely be talking about more, but this is one that I wanted to bring to the table today. It's not that much of an exciting story, but I just thought it was a cool synchronicity, and I thought it would share it. And I'd love to hear any synchronicities that might have lined up during that transit of the gate 37, or any transits that you have experienced. And with that said, I will be back again another time. Take care, and I hope you have a wonderful week. Bye for now.